Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I did not know that I would be shooting this video right now, but while I was coming back home, I instantly got this idea. So the topic for today's YouTube video is how being a girl should never stop you from doing anything. Let's get right into it. There is so much to talk about. Stop you from doing things. People will tell you your whole aim in life is to get married and bear kids. And if you are not one of those person who's heard this, you are the lucky one. I promise you are the lucky one. Given that I am somebody who's so outspoken and rebellious, I have also heard this, that my whole life's purpose should be my husband, my kids. A woman overall is like that, right? You have to fight with so many people to get to where you want to be. There is so many hurdles. There are people who are going to make you feel bad about whatever you're doing. If you have too many opinions, you'll be called bossy. If you are too attached, you'll be called emotional, etc, etc. So when I was growing up, I had no women to look up to. Like, my mother had only studied till 10th standard and gotten married. All my mother's side of the family, father's side of the family, all the women were married pretty young. So that was the generation of people who did not study. But that did not stop me. My parents could give me some form of education. Thankful for that. They did let me study till my MBA. Very glad that they actually did it. And believe me when I say this, I am the first masters in my whole generation. The generation before me, which is my mother's generation, none of them had studied more than, I think, 10th or 12th standard. So I was the rule breaker of the house. I was the person who did things out of her comfort zone. I always was this person. So I want to remind you this, that being a woman, being somebody who comes from a middle class, just because you're a woman, that does not stop you from being the next CEO, the CMO, or building your own business, starting your own fashion brand, being the most muscular person, starting your own energy drink, and everything. I look up to Vinita a lot. She's the sugar founder. She's the lady who's raising two boys. Of course, her husband is extremely loving and caring. And I recently saw her post where she ran 52 or 42 kilometers, which is the Tata's run, which she did for 4 hours. Can you believe it? And I have seen people telling women not to do this. Oh my god, a woman can't run 4 hours. I have heard people say this. I've heard people say this to me, that I can't do something on my own. I can't build something on my own. I hope you know that all of these people who tell you you can't do something, they are just noise. They are not the people that you should listen to. What you want to do, you are free to do it. If you want to dress a certain way, if you want to go get that bank, if you want to do your PhD, if you want to do your double masters, if you want to do anything that you want to do, I hope you know that you can do it. There will be people who will tell you, oh my god, why are you doing that? You're just a woman. There will be people who will make us uncomfortable. There'll be people who will not support us. There'll be people who will make us feel like we don't deserve it. In fact, we will also do it to ourselves. Our imposter syndrome sometimes is going to take over and tell us that we don't deserve it. Let this video serve you as a reminder that you, this beautiful, amazing person that you are, you can do anything, honey. You can actually do anything. I don't think because you're just a gender, you should stop something. I don't want to get in my sassy mode when people come and tell me that, oh, you're just a woman, you can't do that. Or I'll do this sneaky thing and I'll say, oh, a woman gave birth to you, right? Women are the creator of the world. There is nothing a woman can't do in better fashion and higher heels. And that, sister, is something that you should write on your paper, stick it on your wall, and that you should remind yourself on everyday basis, that women can do anything. I want to tell you another story. I'm also the first person in my whole generation to do a first international trip. So last year around this time, I went to Vietnam with my own money. I self-sponsored myself to go to Vietnam, do my first international trip. I'm a big enthusiast when it comes to travel. I love traveling and my whole aim is to travel the world. And when I went for this trip, all these toxic people in my life kept telling me, oh my god, how will you know international travel? You're not even married. You need a man to take care of you. What? I would want a man to maybe take care of me and love me and I take care of him. It's like an equal relationship. But I don't need a man. I would want him. I don't need one. The world will make you believe that your life is incomplete without a man. The world will make you believe that you can't do anything on your own, but you can. At least in 2025, I'm seeing a lot of these patterns break. I'm seeing a lot of people who are becoming more independent, taking their own stand, and becoming managers, making that bank, building something for their own self, deciding to marry late. And if you are one of those people, I am extremely proud of you, because as a girl, you're not just doing it for yourself, you are standing as a motivation, you are standing as an inspiration to other women who have nobody to look up to. So this is to all the women out there. If you are women in power, I hope you know that you are an inspiration to a younger version of you. I remember when I got my first job with the company, the CMO there was a lady, and I had never met somebody with so much power, right? Because most of my mother's side of the family, father's side of the family, and almost everyone that I had met, most of them were housewives. They had never made their own money. They had lived their lives with the money that their husbands got for them. So in my head, I was like, maybe that's what life is, and I get to work for 2 years, and that is what I have to do. And I had never seen a woman in power. On one day, I had this interview with my CMO. Her name was Sonia Mehta, and I was in an interview with her. She was wearing the most simplest clothes. Okay, she was very calm. The way she walked into that meeting room, the way she was warm and kind, given that she was a CMO, she didn't have to, right? The way she walked in, super kind, super nice. She asked me her questions. She didn't make me feel small. She made me feel like I was wanted. She made me feel comfortable. She asked me questions. I fumbled a little because it was my first ever interview. So when I did fumble, she was like, it's okay, take a minute, drink some water, then you can answer. It's such an honor to be that person who can provide some kind of inspiration to some other people. I aspire to be like Sonia. Oh my god, that's complicated. I aspire to inspire a baby Darshini someday, who will go and end up becoming like a CMO, or like a business owner, or like this famous personality, and who will also take my name someday. Honestly, the biggest impact that women have today is just being themselves, just being this women in power, just being their own kind self. I've always thought that women managers are much more better than other men managers. There's no like comparison, and it's just the way I think, because women managers are much more emotionally connected. You can have a conversation with them, they will understand a lot of other things that men will never understand. And I might be wrong on this, it's just my experience. You might have your own experiences, but I just feel like that. I'm pro women. I love working with women. I love seeing women in power, the women in power who are extremely kind and who let you grow and groom you into the people that you want to become. Like, women create this space for our growth, their own growth. They learn from each other. There is no ego, or maybe at least these are the kind of women I have met in my life. Let this serve as a reminder. Being a woman should not stop you from doing something. In fact, it should help you to do better things, because when as a woman you do better things, you are not just doing it for yourself, you are doing it for your next generation. You are inspiring people in your own house, inspiring people outside. You are able to build a name for yourself, and become inspiration for these young girls who've always been told you're just settling down. Yes, as a woman, if you choose to do that, it's your own choice. But as a woman, if you want to become the CEO, CMO, the biggest dancer in the world, the biggest singer in the world, the boxer, the sports person, the most beautiful person out there, like Miss India or something, want to act, want to sing, want to dance, want to become anything in the world, being a woman should not stop you. In fact, it should empower you to do so much more. Show me what a woman can do. I think I've spoken my heart out. All the women who are doing big things in the world, I am so, so, so proud of you. Wish to be one of those women. If you are women in power, I am so proud of you, because you have served as inspiration for young people like us, or baby Darshini, to become somebody today. And I hope you inspire us every day. I hope to be a woman in power someday and inspire younger kids. I hope we are able to spread love, give everybody equal chance, and grow into this amazing personality that we already are. And if you're a man watching this, I hope you take this video as a reminder to love the women in your life a little more, to respect them a little more, to push them to do bigger things in the world, to tap into their own beautiful side, learn more new things, and create something big. If you've ever been told you can't do something because you're a woman, I want you to take revenge and prove them all wrong. That is the best revenge. Show your worth. Show them what a woman can do. And that is the tightest slap that you can give someone. Thank you for watching this video. I'm so grateful that I get to do YouTube again. Please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share this video, comment on what topics I can pick up next. Please follow me on Instagram as well. It's Tap for Dash everywhere. Thank you so much for all the love. Thank you so much for supporting me. All the women out there, I can't wait to see you become huge on newspapers and magazines and everywhere. I'm sending you all my love, good juju and magic. See you out there breaking the glass ceiling. That's all for today's video. See you in the next one. Bye.